Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm playing with a deck it's kind of like only energy. It's really weird, but I need to take you down a quick little journey before we hop into the gameplay because one, the gameplay is kind of boring. Not much is gonna happen. But two, yeah, this has been a bit of a mess. So if you don't know, I made a video where I played a deck that was only Pokemon, and that deck was fun, and people liked that, and I liked it. I actually got a lot of comments on different deck ideas. So tell me down below in the comment section of this video if you do want me to play another deck like that. And then I did one that was only trainers. It plays one Pokemon. I did actually end up playing that Pokemon during the game, which then just like got out of play. I had to start it. There are technically ways to not start it, but that didn't end up happening. Regardless, that deck's essentially all trainers. And then someone's like, yeah, I should do a deck that's only energy. And as soon as I made that second video, I was like, yeah, I should probably do a deck that's only energy. Except you can't really do that because I looked through all the special energy in the game, and I guess all the basic energy too, but the basic energies are just energies. Yeah, none of them really do very much. So this deck is the first, or I messed with it a little bit because ideally I wanted a deck where all the damage is from the energy, but that's almost impossible because the only energies that do damage are Horror Psychic Energy. Oh, that went bigger than I thought, and Spiky Energy, which I only own this art. And these energies are special energies so that when you're hit into, you put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So theoretically, if you have all the attack attached, you're doing 160 damage when hit into, which is like good, I guess, but it's not insane. I mean, doing 160 every turn isn't even that good. But that's also if you have 8 energies attached, and I didn't want to attack ever, so I didn't want to like accelerate energies, and didn't want to use an ability either. So like the idea, I guess, would be to get like Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX or something like that. I believe that is the highest HP basic psychic Pokemon. Just attach a bunch of energies to it, and theoretically win. Um, and because we can't go for like a control strategy because none of the energies like really help with that at all. I'll go quickly over the other special energies that do something. There's some that draw. There's some that like protect you, and then there's one that heals, medical energy. And there are some other ones as well. I actually have a few other deck ideas that I have. They're pretty horrendously terrible. I'm not gonna lie, but some of them are really funny. Also, I asked people for ideas, and not gonna lie, they were kind of bad. I asked for an idea of a deck that uses energy as the forefront, and most people didn't say that. They just gave decks that were like, yeah, use this Pokemon, which like isn't the point of the deck. The point of the deck is the energies, and ultimately, I am doing a deck that's based on a Pokemon here, but I could make a deck that's based around the energies. I have some other ideas here. And one idea I have is Snorlax, ultimately, using the energies to do damage, but you need to tank. Snorlax, it does heal itself with its attack and accelerating special energies or basic energies, any type of energy there, which is kind of cool. There's something going on with this deck, but not that much. It's pretty bad, and they could use heavy impact, and I mean, it's 5 energy. It's not some insane attack, so it's not based around the attack there. And then I have Okidogi. Okidogi actually isn't that good because, I mean, yes, it only gives up one prize, but that's kind of like a good part about it. But that doesn't matter because we only have one Pokemon. But it has solid stats, so I messed around with that. And I messed around with a few things. Ultimately, this one also is Mimikyu, which is like a wall, so I could almost auto win some games with that. There are some different walls. I actually haven't really won many games with these decks. Who could have guessed? I've won one with the deck that I will play in this video. I've not played the games yet, but I hope I win one today. I hope they're at least okay games if I don't win. Then I have Galarian Stone Basic B. Someone also commented this. And yes, it's kind of cool. This one is kind of focused on the energies where you get extra HP when metal energy is attached. There's also a Conqueror coming out in the next set that's like that, but it's a stage 2, so it doesn't work. But it's kind of cool. Regardless, this attack's pretty bad. I will say I played with this deck, and my first game, my opponent played Neutralization Center, or Neutralization Zone, which is bad. So I lost that one. And no, and not only did they do that, and their attack was also like an effective attack. Maybe it could have missed energy in like one. I don't know. But regardless, I couldn't do any damage, and it just wasn't good. Then the funniest idea I had was Kecleon. Kecleon. So if you're not familiar, there's a bunch of special energies like Horror Psyche Energy, which have some buff, which is pretty good, honestly. But only on certain types of Pokemon, right? And they aren't really dual type Pokemon. But Kecleon can be dual type. It's the type of all the basic energy attached to it. Otherwise, it's colorless. Also, if it does have basic energy attached, it's not colorless anymore. So you can't use powerful colorless, which is kind of funny. But then you can attach a bunch of different types of basic energy and then a bunch of different types of special energy to like get benefits. You can take less damage to have more HP and do damage in return. It's like kind of funny. It's pretty terrible, obviously. And the idea is that I like don't attack with Kecleon, or maybe I attack. I don't know. Obviously, this deck isn't very good though. But then the deck that most people suggested was Guzzlord-GX. Guzzlord-GX is, I don't think it was banned, but I don't know. Like it's definitely considered a pretty degenerate deck in the pre-release format, in which this card is like very strong if your opponent's decks aren't very good. Its attack eats sloppily for 1 darkness, discards the top 5 cards of your deck, and then if any of those are energy, you attach them to this Pokemon. Your deck's all energy. In the pre-release format, which is a 40-card format, you do this, and you would also use this attack with all energy, and then just hit 5 energy and accelerate them. And then you have Tyrannical Hole, 180 for 5 energy. Some of them are colorless. This deck doesn't play any different types of energy. Honestly, just kind of for the bit, but adding different types of oh, we know it accelerates special energies too. But yeah, it's all basic energy here because that's more fun. And well, you'll see if you haven't seen it already. And then you have the attack Glutton GX for again 5 energy. It does 100, and if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, take 2 more prizes. There's no depth in this deck. You use Eat Sloppily turn 1, or the first turn. Ideally, you go second, use that. Then you use Tyrannical Hole. You use Glutton GX to get knockout, to get the 3 prizes. But if you're not using that to get the knockout, then you're using Tyrannical Hole. It's a really boring deck, but it's funny, and it plays infinite energies. Yeah, you may be looking at this being like, what? How do I have a deck with infinite energies? This is not edited. The game says I have infinite energies in the deck. This is a glitch in live. Obviously, I don't have infinite energies. I have 59 energies. If I add more than 59 energies, I can add what 79, I think. Yeah, so then it says I have infinite energies. For example, if I go to my cards own tab, I've not actually counted, but I'm pretty sure I know I have like a lot of Professor's Researches. So I know I have enough that it says I have infinite Professor's Researches, which is kind of funny and kind of silly. So regardless, yeah, this deck plays infinite energy. According to live, it doesn't actually. It plays 59 energies, but for some reason it says I have infinite. No idea why they put that into the game. That seems like really silly, but we're going to play with this deck. And the games are probably not going to be very interesting, but the deck is really funny, I guess. It's funny for, well, I'll probably play like 3 games, so it's probably, hopefully it's funny for 3 games. Also, I, played the games with the only energy and only Pokemon deck. Or those 2 decks. No, only Pokemon only trainers decks. And my opponents like weren't that strong. And when I was testing, they weren't that strong. And somehow magically in those like week period, all my opponents have like leveled up and are now like super good at the game with like insane decks. Like I don't know. So we'll see what we find today. But regardless, this deck, you just kind of go for it and hope that you get to where you need to be. Actually, not all my points have been insane, but like probably over half have been. Okay, wow, we got a basic. Nice. Are we going first or second? It doesn't matter. We are going. Well, I mean, it kind of matters, but it doesn't change our gameplay. My opponent is playing Charizard. Okay. I don't think this deck's gonna be too crazy. But obviously, if they attack twice, they win, or once, they potentially they win. So yeah, I mean, playing Special Energy is not going to bail us out here either. As I said, I could have played some like Spiky Energy or Medical Energy or um, I don't know. There's lots of energies that are like kind of okay, and there's some draw energies which are fine. I guess they're not insane, but regardless, we'll see what my opponent has going on. We obviously want to eat sloppily. Turn 1, I guess I'll attach energy every turn. I don't think it'll matter. Okay, my opponent's already making misplays, so that's good for us, I guess. But let's see what they're running exactly. I mean, we saw Charizard. I guess I shouldn't have taken that mulligan. Actually, now that I think about it, that was bad. However, we both already made misplays before the game began, and this is not off to a good start. Because I think I shouldn't have taken the mulligan because it makes me close to decking out. I mean, am I gonna deck out? Surely I'm not gonna deck out, right? Right? That'd be crazy, right? But yeah, anyways, let's see what my opponent's doing. They're playing like a little slow as well, which is interesting, but they're here. So let's see what we draw. What we drew with basic energy. I wonder what would happen if I have 59 energies in my hand, but I actually don't think that's possible now that I think about it, because that would have mean I have a Pokemon in play, but also all my prizes. Also, we accelerated 5 energy. Who could have guessed? But yeah, we're never gonna run out of energy in our hand. We're gonna play 1 energy every turn, and we draw 1 card every turn. So, yeah, taking the mulligan doesn't really do anything. But again, we shouldn't be decking out. I mean, if I use Eat Sloppily every turn, I might deck out. But obviously that's pretty bad. Wait, they win next turn. Well, this is kind of awkward. Hopefully, I don't have a 3rd energy because we don't knock them out. We do 180. Oh, they're gonna rhyme. Okay. Oh, they played those in the wrong order. Okay. Um, Yeah, this isn't off to the best start. I guess I'll Tyrannical Hole next turn. I guess I'll attach as well in case they hit us with some disruption. They're gonna Terra Orb for a Charizard. Hopefully, I don't have the Charmander. I mean, they need the candy as well, and I don't think the supporter lineup's the strongest. All the supporters we've seen so far are just draw supporters. Oh no, we've seen Arvin. Okay, well, anyways, they're gonna strafe to the bench. So I guess I'll Tyrannical Hole. This is bad. I don't think this one's winnable, but I mean, it's winnable if they don't avenge you, right? Ultimately, this deck can win if my opponent doesn't get anything going. I take one prize here. They need to miss energy for 2 turns. They're on a good chunk of cards, so there's a good chance they have it. But we'll see. Honestly, commentary is going to be so boring. I'll just probably talk about like something else. But yeah, let's see. Do they have it? Please tell me they have it, because Brock scouting. Okay, I guess they don't have it, because if they had it, surely they just attack, right, and win. They're gonna skip Brock scouting. I don't think this gets them it. I don't know. I mean, is this deck just a standard deck? Okay, Volcanion EX, Charmander, what? Okay, I was gonna say they could get like, oh, and it gets 2 basic. For some reason, I thought it got 1 basic, but yeah, it gets I could have gotten them like Curve V or well, no, that doesn't draw many cards. Danae GX here could draw them cards. I mean, they need 1 energy. Like, it's not that hard. If they don't have it, what? Okay, what are they gonna send up? Oh, they're probably gonna send up the Volcanion EX, right? They're not gonna send up the Charmander, right? That'd be crazy. Um, because I would just knock it out for 3 prizes, which I'm assuming I do. Um, yeah, they sent up the Volcanion. Hopefully that's stuck there. I mean, they're gonna burn me as well, so coin flips don't matter. I guess I'll keep attaching. Um, yeah, I mean, if they have some attack that does damage based on the amount of energy attached, presumably that gets the knockout already. I mean, I have like 7 energy. I'll have at minimum 6 every game. So let's see what they have here. Yeah, they just need 1 energy at some point, and they have it, unfortunately. So maybe they misplay. They're gonna Arwen. Okay, they got game here. They got switch. That's not a switch. Oh, but they can accelerate 3 energies and retreat. Oh, but they can accelerate 3 energies and take the knockout. Either one gets them there. But yeah, I mean, they have to have the 3. Obviously, if they didn't have the 3, if they just had 2 energies, they obviously should just attach them here and then. I was afraid they were gonna do that. They have the switch. What are they doing? Okay, just end the game. Okay. We did not get there, unsurprisingly, but yeah, definitely. I don't know. There's not that much to say there, right? We didn't do very much. We just attacked, and then like attacked and attacked. And attached every turn as well, I guess. So we're not going to miss energy attachments, which is good. That's the only good thing about this deck. But let's hop into game 2. And I guess hope my opponent bricks. Again, this deck is kind of boring, but everyone asked for this. And it's funny. It makes it a good thumbnail. So it's worth doing once or a few times, I guess. But we'll see. If my opponent's playing a single prize deck where we can dig 1-shots, then that's obviously way better. Well, actually, no. The best thing would be if they're playing like Trevenant and Dustorm or something like that, maybe. Or maybe just like Rocket's B2. I don't know, something that's like weak to us that's worth a bunch of prizes, which would be good, I guess, but that seems unlikely. Also, we'll see if I pair into the same person multiple times. I've done that when testing for this. I've been like pairing into the same people over and over again. Not every game, but like multiple times. I've done it, which isn't great. But yeah, let's see what my opponent's running. Hopefully, it's something that I can win. I'll go second, of course, so I can attack turn 1 and get going faster. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters that much because I don't know. I mean, it couldn't matter. Also, we are mulliganing. I actually didn't mulligan at all last game, which was kind of crazy. We'll see. Do I have a basic? Nope. Not surprising. We'll see. Sometimes I might have to take crazy mulligans. Uh-oh. They're playing Raichu. Maybe. Wait, they're going first. They also misplayed already. Okay. I took 30 mulligans. What is this? Okay. That's a lot. Wow. I think they have the combo. I think I'm gonna lose on my second turn, right? That's probably what's gonna happen. I kind of assume they could take all 30 mulligans. One game I took like 16 mulligans, and my friend just like didn't take them. I mean, it's like they should take all their mulligans, right? They can just discard cards in the hand. Presumably they'll just have game, not immediately. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Is that 34 cards? I don't think that's 34 cards. I think 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 10, 11, 12. It might be 30 cards, 34 cards. But I'm thinking they might be like cut off as well. I don't know. This is a lot of cards that they have though. So yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. So if you're not familiar with this deck, well, actually, I don't know if it's Raichu. I mean, it could be or Alolan Raichu. It could be something else. But they use Electrode-GX, as you saw, to knock themselves out, to get a bunch of energy on their board. Yeah, that's probably what it is. And then, but they don't have a Pikachu in their hand. That's kind of funny. But anyways, they're gonna get Pikachu, solves into a lone Raichu. It just discards a bunch of energy from it. They don't need three Electrodes. Whatever. Um, they're gonna Pokestop. Are they gonna like? They can't dig too much. I mean, if they dig 15 more cards, then I win, which would be really funny. I kind of want to take like how many mulligans do you need to take? Like 50 or something. Take 50 mulligans, and my opponent just decks himself out turn one. I've never seen that happen. Is it likely? No, no, but it'd be really funny. And obviously, if you are in this situation, don't do that. Realistically, 30 mulligans is probably fine. Or no, not like for me. It's bad for me. But them mulliganing 30 times, taking 30 extra cards is fine. You don't want to take too many more than that. Probably. I mean, let's be honest. You have half your deck in your hand. Like you gotta have it, right? But they're just gonna discard a bunch of energy. We get to just watch expanded happen, right? This is the combo expanded deck, in my opinion. They're just failing all this shit just because they have all their cards in their hand. But they get a bunch of energy in the discard. I think they need like 10 or something. That's where they can max out at least. Then knock themselves out a bunch of times, and then with their tracking shoes, okay. I want to see them deck out. It'd be hilarious if they decked out. But yeah, they're gonna quick ball. And still getting oh, that's a lightning energy. I clicked on it, so it looked kind of funny. But yeah, they just discard a bunch. It's 30 for each energy discarded. So I mean, I think they have it now. I mean, they know what my deck is, right? Potentially they've seen every card in my deck. I mean, they're all the same, so they've seen them. But um, yeah, I have to do 20 more cards, 29 more cards because I took at least one more mulligan. Um, so. And they're discarding their energies. This deck is pretty fun. It's not like super engaging, honestly. Like you don't do that much. I mean, you do stuff, but it's kind of the same thing every game. Sometimes you just auto lose certain matchups. Sometimes your opponent just kind of like rolls you. They're still going. How many cards have they played? They played like 15 cards already. Well, they played more than that. They have they have 17 or they have what 18 of their discard. 19. I gotta stop. I gotta count faster. Um, but yeah, they presumably won't be able to replenish. No, they'll be able to replenish their deck actually, maybe. Um, but this is their chance to just do whatever they want. I was gonna say they could replenish it, but that would be way the rescue stretcher. I can't imagine they play too many copies of that. But we'll see. It'd be hilarious if they stop. So presumably they have a game. I'll kind of wait till they do their thing. I guess I'll Pokestop because it's funny. Why not? Let's see. Will I hit anything? Oh, I hit 3 energies. That's crazy. Um, so I'll just accelerate and then presumably lose, right? Presumably we're going to lose on this turn. They knock themselves out a bunch of times. They accelerate 10 energy, which is actually so counter energy is 2. The reversal's 3. Oh, they might have prized one though, unfortunately. And then here we go. Here's the Pokemon. Oh, I can't click on it. Live, let me click on it. Okay. So you discard any mana lightning energy from this Pokemon, and then for each energy card discarded in this way, or no, each energy discarded in this way, not energy card, you do 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. You can choose the same Pokemon multiple times. So they'll do a lot of damage to me, like 600 damage to me or something like that. Because they'll have. Wow, they're really digging here. I wonder if the game's gonna like crash or something weird like that. 18, 19, 20, like they have, I don't know, they're doing like 600 damage or something around that number. I'm pretty sure, unless, I actually don't know. I wasn't counting, paying that much attention. Oh, why do they attach this tool? This tool doesn't like do anything. Okay, well they did it. Wait, why are they escape rooming? Escape rope also doesn't do anything because they could just knock out their Electrode-GX and then they can accelerate the energies. They're acrobaking. Wow. Okay, so they have no cards in deck now. They've gone through their entire deck turn 2. Well, actually, no. They went through most of their deck turn 0, but before the game started, maybe they get a bunch of energy from the discard. Again, not really sure if they were like looking for anything. I mean, they definitely searched the deck a bunch. They're kind of speed energy, which did hopefully not soft lock the game. Okay, it looks like it didn't soft lock the game. I was wondering if that would happen. If you're not aware, Live has some glitches. Yeah, I'm sure you're aware of that. But specifically, it has glitches when drawing cards when you can't draw cards. We'll see if they just attack here. Maybe they'll do it again. We get 2 prizes. I'm up on prizes. This is crazy. I might take 2 more prizes here. I imagine they have that knockout, but I don't know. They're gonna do it again. Let's see. Maybe they'll do it the 3rd time, and then I'll win. I doubt that one, but they got quite a bit there. We take 2 more prizes. We're so close. Yeah, yeah. Let's go with that one. We're 1 turn away from winning the game. Now they are going to attack for so much damage here. And they're gonna Electro Rain. I don't even know if it gives them a choice. Actually, it might. I think you need to like click on my Guzzlord-GX like a lot of times, um, which is probably what they're doing right now. This might take a little while. They discard all their energy. 660 damage to my Guzzlord-GX and win the game off of the 30 mulligan draws. Well, that was something. That's kind of what I was expecting from this deck. That was way more interesting than the first game. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't obviously competitive at all, but it was hilarious. Um, yeah, okay, let's hop into the third game. Maybe we can win this one. I have won a game with this not recording. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. It's not the same person, I don't think. It's not the same person as last time, I'm pretty sure. Don't remember the name of the first person. But hopefully we find something that's fun. Hopefully it's something that's not going to wipe us out immediately, because we didn't do anything last game. We just we attacked, and we drew a lot. Like we drew I don't know, we drew like a lot of cards last game as well. We drew like hundreds of cards, I think. But regardless, let's see what my opponent's running here. And maybe it's Regidraco. That's pretty commonly played as well, among other things. Obviously, there's different expanded decks. I might do. Tell me down below. I kind of want to run an expanded tournament in live, which you can't really do. But there's I kind of want to do it where you just try to parent your opponent on the ladder. That seems kind of funny, kind of horrendous, but like funny. Okay, 6 mulligans. That's all right, I guess. I mean, 6 mulligans is a lot. That's helping my opponent. It's doubling their hand, but. So are we going first or second? We are going second again, so that's good, I guess. How much does it matter? It doesn't matter that much, but oh yeah, no, I think they did have 30 cards in the hand. Looking at theirs. So, wait, what? No, what are they doing? Okay, well they played a bunch of cards, so that's I'll take it, I guess. Pro tip: don't do that. If you're going first, don't play Pokemon. Don't bench Pokemon, right? At the start of the game, just wait. Because it could matter. You could legitimately lose the game for it. It's not super common, but I've seen it happen. I was actually in a tournament, an online tournament, and my opponent like did that, and they just like lost because of it. Also, this seems like I'm gonna get like one-shotted and just lose. But this deck isn't super strong, right? But anyways, they only capture Aroma. I feel like you probably should Radiant Greninja first here, or well, Chimpower actually Radiant Greninja first here. They're gonna grab a Frigibax. I mean, technically, yes, it lets you thin before you draw, but I mean, I guess if your hand's mostly Pokemon, then you can do that. Not sure what they're gonna go for here. If you're gonna like Carmen, I can kind of see the route here, or something like that. Something like that is probably Carmen. Don't really know what those other options would be. But yeah, then they can Tribute Chill to get some energies, but they didn't thin first. But okay, they're not gonna Tribute Chill. Okay, so they might have game on their turn. I mean, it's certainly not crazy that they'd have that. They're just gonna go ahead and attack here. This is definitely a much more tame deck, not quite a standard deck, but looks mostly looks standard-ish. You got Chimpow, you got Goldango, or something. It's Goldango EX presumably, which is kind of interesting. You see another concealed card. Okay, maybe they're looking for a bunch of energy. Maybe they like. I mean, they don't need that many energy. They need what, 4? Metal energy. I mean, I guess that makes sense for Goldango. They're gonna Shivery Chill here. Presumably they have it. I mean, they've been playing like they have it, because they've been just kind of going for energies. So they just probably need 1 water energy, and now they just have Candy for game. If I had to assume, if they don't have Candy plus Baxcalibur, then that like doesn't really make any sense as to why they'd be they quit. Okay, we won. Wow. Yeah. Okay, we won. I did my goal and I won a game. That happened. I don't really know. I don't know what to say about that one. Not gonna lie. Um, yeah, we won. Okay, well, broken deck, right? What can I say? So, that something. Oh, I just looked at my challenges. Okay, I mean, I can only do what like the attached energy challenges. That's the only one I can do. But yeah. No, not really sure what to say about that, but we won. This deck obviously is not very good. There are ways to make it better, but it's not a super high ceiling card deck. Obviously, GX has some use cases in some things, I guess, but it's not amazing. The other attacks are, I mean, Slop is like kind of fun, but pretty niche, and obviously, Tyrannical Hull's pretty terrible. If you're using it in really any other context, because it's 5 energy 180, right? But ultimately, this is a funny concept. Tell me down below if there are other funny deck ideas you have, though. And I really want to do more funny decks, but I hope you enjoyed. Also, tell me if you want me to do another only energy deck or a deck that's like mostly just energy, like 59 energies. Um, Obviously, not super throwing gameplay here, but the other deck ideas I have are more interesting gameplay. But I hope you enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing because that really helps out the channel. Also, share the video as well if you want other people to see it. But I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.